Okay, now we're live from Port Huron, Michigan. There we go. Okay, now we're live. Okay. Okay. Pop out chat. Anybody there yet? Nope, not yet. May not get AZ because he's probably tired from talking to you all day.
His son is getting married next week.
Mm.
And he's got to go back east to Baltimore.
Yeah. We'll go on.
Because that's where he's originally from. Oh, Dominic and Chuck are there. Hey, Marshall, Tim Jackson.
Hey, Chuck.
Boys and girls.
Hey, Chuck.
The sunset is insane right now. Insane. Clouds are like, can you see them?
Yeah.
Tim Jackson. Okay. Oh, Dwayne's in there too. Hey, and Dominic.
Dominic and Marshall.
And Marshall. Hey, Marshall. So you up for your evening walk there, are you, Chuck?
Yep, he's doing his
I'm
exercise.
Alone. Lori wouldn't go with me, so I'm on my own. It's like, screw you, I'm going. So my neighbors are looking at me like crazy.
Here comes
like,
Dominic
I am
onto the panel.
with me.
If you don't have your wife with you, it makes you look like a thief or something, maybe. What's that guy up to?
I have more money than most of the people in the
Hey, Dominic, how you doing, buddy?
Evening, all. Sorry.
Hmm.
I didn't get a chance to get on earlier because I was asleep, but rest assured I have watched the replay of your earlier stream. So
what'd you watch the replay of, Dominic?
Paul Murray's his last stream because I was asleep. So I thought I'd needed to catch up on the news or catch up on what's happened, or so I know what I'm talking about then.
I guess I'm gonna go this way.
What's up, everyone?
I got more editing to do. When I get back from my walk, I've got to edit. Oh wow, the sky's amazing. Look at this.
Oh, wonderful. Oh,
pretty
definitely.
cool. Yeah, colors are really good. They were better a few minutes. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Best time to fly a Mavic 3 is right now.
Yeah, I've got what's that called? Alpenglow. And that generally helps me work out what time if they say it's a possibility of a good sunset. I'll get everything ready.
We've had some really good sunsets the last few days. It's been amazing. So and the moon yesterday, it was like low and huge.
Yeah.
Just so many missed drone opportunities. I feel bad because I'm just.
What's that, Lenny?
I always feel that way too.
What's that, Lenny?
Lindsay, I can't see the chat now again. Sucks. On the move.
What's up, Tim and Marshall and Dre in the chat?
Dre.
Hey, Justin. So Paul and Paul, what'd you guys do today?
I had to work. Lots of signs.
Yeah, well, Murray's got his on the phone. So I hope he got his problem fixed when he was on the phone with AZ drone dude David, because he seemed to be on the phone for a while. You're muted.
AZ spent the afternoon helping me get my Wise cameras up and running again.
Yeah, so you got him done?
Yes.
Oh, good, because when you ended the last stream, you were still on the phone with him.
Right.
Oh, see this house on the corner here? This townhouse on the corner to the right?
Yeah.
I'll go this way for it. Whoops. That one caught fire a few years ago. I flew my Mavic Air from my house, not right over here, but to like the corner of the street to get some aerial shots of it. burning to the
Reasonable
ground.
distance.
What?
Reasonable distance would be a good terminology.
I stayed the hell away from all the responders.
Yeah.
Yeah, way away. But it was crazy. Anyway, they rebuilt it pretty fast.
Oh, nice, Lynn. Got our generator all back up.
Yay, that's important. You want that thing to be working when you need it to work.
What the hell's going on here?
Is that Dre? Is that Dre or?
iPad 2.
You guys have one in Florida?
Okay.
Where it is,
So
Paul.
hello to iPad 2.
Oh, wow. Look at the sky.
Hey, Led.
Wow. That's awesome.
I got some hungry dogs. Well, I guess I better go feed them before they starve to death. We'll toy or nothing. Big one you do. Okay. Listen to Dick. Yeah, good. Yeah, I won't.
Oh, okay.
Gitchigumi is iPad 2.
Okay. Hello, Gitchigumi.
Gitchy Goomy.
Thanks for clarifying that mystery. Hello, Mike Rennick.
What's up, Brennan?
Hello, little Laura.
Is there a way to see the chat while you're on Zoom on your phone? I've asked before.
I think you've got to scroll to one side and it brings up the chat. I've only ever used Zoom on the phone one.
Zoom doesn't have the chat, but you can minimize Zoom and pull YouTube up.
Oh, okay.
Only,
All right.
only
But-
StreamYard has it.
Let's try that, shall we?
I do it on my phone all the time. I just minimize it. And
You're right. It's well, it's not update. You don't have a Pixel 6 Pro though. You have a good phone. So
you can do split screen on your phone, can't you?
I don't know. I hate this phone. You guys all know I hate this phone. I'd like to split the screen by driving over it with my truck.
Excuse me.
I'll say it again to anybody in the chat. Do not buy a Google phone ever. There, I said it. Feel better now.
Good.
If you
So it's a brutally honest review of technology.
It's a piece of shit. It's the worst phone ever. It's out of all my Android phones, and I've had a lot of them. This takes the cake as being the biggest piece of shit ever, bar none.
Hey, little Laura's in the chat.
Hey, Laura.
That's Justin's favorite, you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
Get along
Put
splendidly.
a link in the chat to your new short.
Oh God, another short.
I won't watch it neither.
What?
I heard that. I
was
can't believe
thinking-
it's 60 something degrees out here in the middle of November, but I know it's going to change this weekend here. We're going to get snow.
We've gone in the opposite direction, Chuck.
Chuck, the Google phones don't use the Fly app, right?
Hey,
It does work. It does work finally, Justin, but it took
Ah,
forever.
okay.
I got the, yeah, that was a problem too.
Okay, because Laura said she was thinking about getting a Google phone. I was like,
Don't do it.
Don't,
Don't do it.
don't. Yeah, that one. I watched it earlier this morning.
Worst
Oh.
worst support ever too. You'll never get help on this phone. You got to figure it out on your own. You're completely on your own. They have no customer support. Talk to a bunch of bots and shit. You'll never get help. Don't
Sounds
buy a
like-
Google phone.
sounds like Samsung's appliance section.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it probably is the same.
Mhm.
I'll definitely never get a curved screen phone again because it just makes if they don't enhance the apps to work with their stupid curved screen and move icons in from the corners, it just doesn't work.
She said I was just joking.
Oh, really? Well, you struck a nerve. I'm sorry.
Yeah, some people don't,
This is above my pay grade.
how do I say this? Some people don't know when you're joking or not.
It's okay. Oh, I have some. I screwed up my Action 3 footage from England is somewhat mixed because apparently I turned off
John, Tom, I'm gonna get you on the internet.
Rocksteady.
Try to fucking use this. Do
What's that?
this.
Are we in civil twilight now? I think we are.
Getting close to it. Yeah, that's usually 30 minutes after sunset.
Yeah, I think we're close.
And I don't know how your rules fit over there, but 30 minutes after sunset, you
It's
can't
legit.
fly unless you've got the nighttime waiver.
No, right,
We're okay 30 minutes after and 30 minutes before. 30 minutes after sunset, 30 minutes before sunrise.
Yeah.
My
As I
understanding.
said, I
of it.
don't know how your rules go. Ours are different.
you
Because
can
after
fly,
30 minutes, that's it.
you can fly at night over here as long as you have the lights on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Not
need
here.
three. You need lights for 3 nautical miles and you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Not here.
See, it
Not
used
here.
to be, it was really ass backwards, Dominic. It used to be recreational pilots could fly at night, but then
Yeah, that's
commercial
true.
pilots had to get a waiver.
They're gonna be doing
Didn't make
event
any
lecture
sense.
series.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? That it was like that for a while too.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense why the recreational pilot could go out flying with no care in the world, but then if you were 107, you had to get a stupid waiver. That didn't make any sense to me.
Hello, Dre.
Yeah.
There he is.
What do you guys make of the RID devices that one of them looks like a freaking VHS tape you're supposed to carry on your drone? It's like, I'm not thinking it's that big, but it's huge and expensive too.
Honestly, Chuck, I haven't really been paying attention to that stuff, but
Yeah.
I'm assuming that one's probably going to be for what, like matrices and
It better be, and nothing else can carry that payload. It looks pretty bulky.
they'd have to come up
Yeah,
with
it's
a
as big as,
small one.
trying to fit that on a Mini 2, it'd be as big as the bloody drone itself.
You're gonna need 3 Mini 2s to pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm surprised in the 21st century they make stuff that's that bulky. I mean, it should be super tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would think it'd be just a little tiny, like just, like
Yeah.
an air controller, like a little module or something. Not very
You would
big.
think the circuit board would be super compact and just fit in a teeny tiny housing, and you just Velcro
Yeah,
it on. and-
basically the size of a strobe light.
Right. That's what I would expect, circuitry wise.
Yeah.
The biggest, heaviest part of it would be the battery, of course, but it shouldn't draw much juice, so the battery should be able to be pretty small. I just don't get it why it's so oversized and overpriced. That's
Oh.
really going to help people comply. I mean, people are really going to comply if they have to spend a pile of money and then lose half their flight time because they're carrying this brick around on their drone.
Lynn says, Paul, wave at Jim.
There he is.
Oh, there's Dre. What happened? You been having
Yeah.
technical difficulties?
Drayin.
Nope. no
Now we
sound.
can't hear him.
Yeah, he was having trouble
There we
trying
go.
to get in this morning.
No, I
Audio.
updated my other cameras And you know, I say when you update something, it wipes out all your settings. So
Oh,
I've been
boo.
trying to get all the settings back, and I still don't have it working yet. Had to re-plug in this camera to get on.
Nice.
Yeah,
So-
bro.
That is where we are at today.
Hello, Dre.
How you doing, Dominic?
Hey, you're the coolest man on YouTube.
Coolest
thank you,
man
sir.
on. He's one of the best dressed men on YouTube. That's for
Hey, sharp dressed man.
sure. Right?
CZ Top
Like
should
ZZ Top.
rewrite the song just for Dre.
Thrown so crazy for a sharp dressed man.
Yeah. Yeah, we should get Dennis Lovelady to rewrite the song for him.
Would you say Linda Lovelace or Dennis Lovelace? What?
Dennis Lovelady.
Linda.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dre needs to do a parody on ZZ Top. He can wear or you know, actually, Dre, you dress like how Robert Palmer used to dress. Remember, he used to wear those really nice suits.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Robert Palmer.
Yeah. And he had all the hot chicks around him. You
Yeah.
need to get like you need to hire a bunch of hot chicks and have them all do the dance thing next to you while you fly your drone or something. It'd be a great parody.
Yeah, I like being married.
Simply irresistible. It'd be
Hi, Bill.
awesome.
Yeah.
Take the copyright claim. It'd be great.
Yeah.
Be worth it. Maybe I'll do it.
So we getting
Yeah.
a tour of somebody's I guess
Oh.
a venture through a Andy Warhol museum.
It's
that
Am-
way,
I
yeah.
think she's in or he's in Amsterdam.
She's in Amsterdam. I think
Amsterdam.
Did you hear me say no? I think we've been through this before.
This is a repeated topic.
Yeah.
Smells skunky out here, and there are no skunks. What could that be?
Uh-oh.
What's up, Bill? Damn, I'm pretty tired.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still
Doesn't
flooded.
seem the
Water went
water
down a
has
little bit from
receded
this
yet.
morning.
No, yeah.
The
Not much
teeny
since the last time
martini.
I checked.
Well, this morning there was a kayaker going up and down.
I saw the kayaker, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember. You couldn't see the grass this morning though, right?
I don't think so. I know you couldn't see the steps. I mean, the steps I think were covered. About first step was covered.
Yeah, it was only it was only a couple
Yeah.
steps from the door. Yeah, you couldn't
Yeah.
even see that grass out there.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yep.
Yeah, it's improving.
Now,
And
Dre,
that
you
fan is
think
still going.
Dre, you think a lot of water leaked through those walls?
Well, it could be a lot of leakage, but the biggest thing I have problem with is always mold.
Right.
Once the walls get saturated with all that moisture,
Yeah.
you know, it might not look like no damage, but you'll have mold on the inside.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's bad around here. You got to be careful.
Yeah,
The hot, humid areas.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bummer.
That's what we call it. It's one of those silent killer type things where everybody go back to work and everybody's in there working, and then next you know, people start calling in sick and not knowing what's wrong with them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
See that,
It's
Rob?
Temperature's dropping fast now that the sun went down. Radiational cooling at work.
Oh, here's David. AZ Drone Dude. Howdy.
Hey,
up,
AZ. I think I'm one of the last guys not to update my DJI drones to get the RID up and running because I'm just delaying it.
Get Your Gumi says these are paintings done by
I had
an
to do
employee at the
A
hotel.
big update on my Enterprise Advance.
Yeah.
Drained the whole controller down.
Yeah, I've been resisting, Dre. I don't want to do it yet. Been putting it off.
Yeah, so right now I was going to try to fly. I mean, today is a beautiful day. You know, after we get the
Like-
rains like we did and a little bit of wind,
Yeah.
and the sky is like just crystal clear. You can see
Yep.
the little bit of frost and all the mountains around
Oh,
us.
wish.
Nice.
And it's just like I can't even go fly. 'Cause I'm right. My controller's just about dead. I'm like one little beeping notch.
Yeah, that's why the
Nice.
update came out when I was in England, and I told Lori, there's a drone update. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing anything to this stuff till we get home.
Yeah.
James
Like
Brown.
Like I said, probably been better if I'd have waited till I got home, but I thought I was gonna be smart and do it here at work and use my phone as my Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I think that was a problem. It was just so slow download.
Probably got corrupted. Can you plug it in and use Assistant 2 or anything to sort it out?
Oh no, it's done. I'm just right now just charging the controller back. I didn't even do anything with the drone. I just let the controller take it.
I thought you had a problem after you tried the update. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't have any problems, but it took so long, I think, because of using the Wi-Fi on the phone, it just drained the controller all the way down to
Yeah, you
one
pulled it all
bar.
the way down.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
like, and I say these the old original smart controller are the slowest things to charge up.
Oh God. Well, you can use, if you use a 30-watt charger and the right USB-C cable, it'll fast charge, and those little LEDs go. If you're using a slow charger, it'll be like blink, blink,
Yeah,
blink, blink.
that's why I got
But
here
if
at
you
the
have the
office.
right charger,
Just blinking. When I get home, I'm gonna charge it off of the charger for the M30T. That has a
Yeah.
kind of a fast charger system
Yeah.
to it. He'll probably
Is that
do
a
it in
six,
no time.
six,
the
is that a
the Mavic
65
3,
watt? Can you use 65 watt on that, or do you still have to
Yeah,
use the
you
35,
can-
the 30 watt?
you can use a higher wattage charger on like the smart controller, but the cable, the USB-C cables aren't all exactly the same. Sometimes you have to flip it over to get it to work.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
Like I use an Anchor wall brick with a USB-C cable,
Mhm.
and it'll fast charge the smart controller, RC Pro, Mavic 3, Mini 3 Pro, DJI RC. They'll all fast charge.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, you've got to get the
so
cable
smart
as well.
controllers, it's easy to tell because those LEDs, they blink seriously. It's like once every half second on slow charge, and on
Yeah.
fast charge, it's like like really fast.
I just know that
4 times
charging
the-
pack I
all
have
4
for the
LEDs in a
M30T. It charges the batteries under an hour. The controller
Yeah.
under an hour. So I'm gonna put the
The
smart
Avada
controller.
battery
when I get
hub,
home.
when I plug it into when I use the Anchor charger for the Avada battery hub, those 4 batteries will charge up in under an hour. All 4 of them, boom, they'll be done. It's fast.
Yeah,
That's great.
Pretty awesome. Because you don't want the Avada down very long. 4 batteries is only, better part of an hour?
mhm.
Yeah. Wow, look at that sunset. It's really like the sky is on fire. It's awesome looking.
That seems to be an autumn thing.
Yeah, the angle of the sun and stuff, I think. Like right there. I don't know if my phone catches it or not. Probably not. Dark over here though.
Yeah, getting a wee bit dark here. Chuck, better get in the house before street lights catch you.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
I got
There's a
3 of
street
these
light right
plugs.
there.
Those are 60
Yeah,
watt
Lori's gonna beat the brakes off.
Yeah.
USB-C.
She
Yeah.
didn't want to walk with me, Dre. She's like, I don't feel like walking right now, so I'm gonna go do it.
Good for you.
Those plugs charge really quick.
Yeah, but you need the compatible cable as well.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you need
These
the
are
right cable.
Samsungs.
Yeah. You got the 65 watt wall plug plus the 65
Yeah.
watt
Yeah.
charging cable. Yeah, then you're
Yeah.
right. You're good to go.
DJI, when you buy the car charger, they give you like this USB-C plug, and it has like an orange center on it. That's how you know it's like the 65 watter.
Yeah, if you have a
anybody
big
have that
BP
thing
if you have a
besides
big
me?
C cable, it'll handle it. But those little
Yeah.
flat ones that you get in some of them, no, they don't.
They can't carry the current. That's all
No.
you need. That's why you need the
Yeah.
beefier cables to handle the current.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Corey.
but does anybody
Mano.
anybody else have the DJI car charger that works with Mavic 3 and stuff, the high wattage one?
Hey,
No,
Corey,
I don't have a Mavic 3, unfortunately.
Well, I was going to say that I've tried it in a few vehicles, and it doesn't like to make contact in the 12-volt port for
yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
that's-
Bill, thanks.
That's an issue with a lot of those. I have a couple lights in my truck, right, for my light bars, a couple of those
Yeah.
plugs. One of them fits in there fine, but the other one, it's like always coming out and I have to push it in, push it in.
Yeah,
Mm.
It's
yeah,
always
it
a little
blinks.
piss out of me.
It breaks contact. Like I tried it in the Jeep when we were in Alaska. I wanted to charge the batteries for Mavic 3 while we were driving, because why wouldn't you, right? You want to be loaded up with juice.
Yeah.
And the little
They
light,
charge at every point. Yeah.
it would kind of go on and off, and you wiggle it, and it was like, crap, this lousy connection. Maybe it's just this Jeep. I get home, same thing in my Colorado. It's like, okay, it's two completely different vehicles. And there's nothing wrong with the connector. I mean, all the springs are tight. You know, there's like that pin on the edge of it up front. Everything looks good. I don't get it. Disappointing. Another finely engineered DJI product.
Yep.
Oh God.
Yeah.
And yet-
Let's have a rant about DJI
I
then.
keep coming back for more. I mean, they've got me right where they want me. I keep coming back for more.
Yeah. I think it's time for a rant.
You think? Nah. What's the next camera to come out? I've heard rumors that there's not going to be a Pocket 3. It's going to be a gimbal for Action 2, which is kind of backwards but forwards. Pretty weird. You guys hear anything about that thing?
No, well,
No.
basically, just wait.
Well,
Wait for the leaks.
Action 2, as you guys probably know, Action 2 works by itself as like a little rectangular module, smaller than a regular action cam. And it has connectors on the bottom because you usually connect it to a screen, like a touch screen and stuff, and a battery pack.
Mm.
And what they're going to do is they're going to have a gimbal that snaps into the camera, just like that battery touchscreen base does.
Mm.
So it'll be like a smart stick gimbal for
Mm.
Action 2. That's genius. And
Now,
then
is the Action 2 still having overheating problems?
I don't know, but it won't work with Action 3 because Action 3 doesn't have the contactors, even though it has the same connector for the quick connect selfie stick and stuff. There's no contacts, so you can't. It's kind of like DJI kind of got us all by the short hairs again.
Well, I was going to say they put out a product and basically abandoned that design and put out another design.
And so if they do release this gimbal, yeah, like it goes back to the former generation of their action cameras, number 2.
Right.
And yeah, it's crazy. So I don't know what they're up to. That's just a rumor. I was really hoping for Pocket 3 myself.
Mm.
My Pocket 2 is on its last legs, man. That thing's been ridden hard and put away wet. It's beat.
I can't believe Smart Tree hasn't came out with a portable charger for the Mavic 3 yet.
Mm.
I'm looking here on the website. They have them for
yeah.
every other drone but the Mavic 3.
I know. I don't know why either, Justin, because I would.
Those are so nice, man.
I know they're convenient.
Plus you can charge your phone off of them. The one I had, you could charge 2 Air 2 batteries, 2 sets 3 times before it
Well,
would kill it.
One of the problems might be is that the Mavic 3 batteries are so massive that the charging box, the portable charger, would have to be equally massive. And maybe there's no market for it because of that.
I don't know.
But you can fly 40 minutes on one battery on Mavic 3. It's not like it's like forever. I have 3 batteries for Mavic 3. I only bring 2 with me on vacation and stuff because I don't need a third one. It's like overkill.
Ooh, that's an expensive portable generator.
Come up to New York and take the one out of my shed that doesn't work. Fix it up before your hurricane.
Mhm.
Well, yours cost you more in gas than the generator's worth, though, to get up here and get it. I'm gonna trash it soon. I gotta get it on my shed. I won't look at it anymore.
One of those Jack, it was a Jackery portable power stations. Those are pretty popular. People said those are pretty good.
Yeah, I think a lot of guys have been using just the more universal portable charging setup so they can plug in anything. So it has the inverter in it and everything. You just plug in your regular brick or whatever and charge whatever. That is another thing, Justin, you can actually charge up your Mavic 3's battery in the drone by using the USB-C plug.
Yeah, see, this company makes them real popular.
Mm,
I've seen a lot of reviews online for
yeah.
this company.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got one, looks something like that.
You
A
can't
lot
bring
of
that on
really
an
good
airplane.
reviews.
you can't carry that on an airplane.
No.
No,
Yeah.
that's just would be good for like if you were going camping or something.
Yeah, for sure. No, I meant like you got me thinking about some of the portable chargers that we use for different things. If they're over like, I think it's 100 watt hours or something, you can't carry
It's
it on
too
an
big,
aircraft.
Way too big.
Yeah, be coming on the plane with a full size Honda generator. Yeah,
Yeah.
need to
Yeah,
charge
Even
my
an
drone.
industrial sized Generac.
And they can explain that one. Yeah, TSA is gonna be like, what are you up to?
Just in case you can't start the engine, I got you covered.
Yeah.
You should see them. You should see the TSA agents giggle every time they have to pull my backpack on the side rail there when I go through. Can you open this up? Yeah, it's all camera gear. Sure. I'm like, they're always like, holy crap, what's in here? So, well, about 7 cameras.
Oh, I'm
Two
sure the
phones.
lenses look like scopes.
Well, it's the battery. I think the batteries get their attention more than anything. The batteries in the smart controller or the RC Pro
Right.
Mhm.
gets their attention. You can see, like, I don't know if you guys have been through security recently, but they've gone to like these new 3D scanners and they go through everything in like a layer. It's almost like they can see inside the thing layer by layer. It's really cool. And
Yeah, last time Vegas airport, they had one that would scan.
So it's like a visual slicer.
it's kind of like, a sonogram's like that. It goes through like layers.
Yep,
You can
yep.
see like so their scanner can intentionally do that, and everything's color coded. It's the Syracuse airport somehow got one first, or one of the first. That thing is incredible. But depending on who's running it is whether or not you get side carded and checked out.
Mm.
Still that human factor.
It's not only a human factor, it's a skill factor. Anything technology wise, you got to have a skill for it. You can't just let any dummy in a uniform run something,
Well,
Well,
you know what they say, the society does benefit off the backs of a few smart people.
Yeah,
Ones that-
mostly true.
That's like Dre. He's got a lot of underlings that don't quite get it.
Don't
A lot of underlings.
I wouldn't say all that, Paul. I look at this. I have a lot more who answer to me than I have to answer to.
Yep.
Nice.
The way I look at it, I only have, let me see, 1, 2, 3 people above me in the entire city.
Well, see, and that just goes to the point is you proved yourself. You've got the expertise and the ability. You wouldn't take somebody off the street at 22 years old and say, "Hey, here you go."
Yeah,
So,
well, I've seen it before.
Who would it be, Dre? The mayor and then like the city manager and then somebody else?
I have
or-
the city engineer. Let me see. Yeah, city engineer, city manager, then the city council.
Okay.
The mayor is more of a celebratory position. He has no real authority anymore. All right, we used to be a heavily mayor-driven city. Now we're more of a city manager-driven city.
Yeah, see,
Well,
that's the way they,
in your position, Dre, I would imagine they come and ask you for information. They're not giving you information.
Yeah, that's it. I provide information. Basically what I do, I provide information.
Yeah, see, that's the way they do it here. The city council's more legislation, and then your city manager's the day-to-day operations.
Right. I tell people your mayors are more like your head cheerleaders. They're supposed to go out there and kiss the babies and shake hands and
Yeah.
be at all the little events, cutting ribbons and all this kind of stuff, and advocating for your city.
Wave in the
That
parade.
is their job.
They wave in the parade and smile.
Yeah.
There you go. And they go to all the little conferences and meetings and try to bring those grant dollars to your area.
Yep.
That is their job.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Hodges, you're awful quiet over there. I don't see you eating no ice cream or nothing.
I'm just doing some editing there. I did aerials today, so I'm just editing for real estate right now. So,
Okay.
but I'm sitting here listening to all you guys. So
Well, I didn't want you to feel excluded.
Yeah.
Always value your input.
yeah.
Justin's I just tolerate.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Any report on that bus that went downhill?
No, I haven't heard anymore. But this here is the property, this one here, but it runs across the back of here. There's a ravine that runs through here and then comes back and it comes out to the road again. So I had to do around everything around there and stuff.
It's all part of the property.
Yeah, but this stuff here at the back is not. There's a big silos and everything else right here. So
So that building in the rear, is that like a barn or a garage or what?
let me see if I can. Okay. Here, I haven't edited this one here yet. Just a minute here. I'll just bring it up. But see, it comes up the driveway. The property it curves around here and goes around in behind for the driveway. But the buildings back here belong to this silo and everything else and farm here.
I was mentioning that building right there along the fence line.
Yeah, but this one is like this one here
That's
is
included.
that's included. This one.
Okay,
It's
well,
in-
what is that though? That a separate another guest house or?
No, it's just a garage.
Okay, that's the garage. Okay, that's why I was wondering. 'Cause I said that's a pretty good size
Another one
second
here.
building.
Yeah, but they got patterned concrete and everything else. But the problem is, and I was talking to the lady that lives across the street. The house has been empty for quite a while, and she said that it's probably full of mice and everything else right now. So I don't know. She said, I don't do
That's a
inside
nice little
photos.
compound right there.
Yeah, but apparently it's in an estate sale, so they have to husband and wife split up or whatever, and they got to. So
Yeah, I would be interested in turning that garage into maybe a
granny flat.
second guest house and build me another garage.
Yeah.
'Cause that's about at least I would say close to 1,500 square feet by itself, if not more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's far enough away from the main house that if you have like Paul, if you have renters or you got guests who come and stay at your house, family, whatever, it's far off away where no one disturbs each other.
Yeah.
Paul, what do you think that's going to be on the market for? How much?
I don't know. I think I heard it's rough inside. But if you can see back here, the garage door's on there, right?
Yeah. I see
There's
that,
another garage right here.
two pane garage door right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an awful big garage, a workshop.
That's what I'm saying. That's an awful big garage, like 1,500 square foot. So either you got if thing's big enough for RV or a boat or something, besides a couple cars.
Mhm.
That's pretty good size. But I see it now. Is that a chimney on the top of the roof there?
Yeah.
Go back to that, Paul.
Let me. Okay, I know where I'm at now. So, actually, what I'll do.
That low angle shot you just had up.
Yeah, just give me a minute here. I'll show you the garage here. Okay, that's the front. Okay, here. Let me see. Okay, that's the back of the house, but you can see,
Right.
see all the green stuff on the back of the place here?
Yeah.
It needs to be painted up and cleaned up.
Mhm.
But okay, see, there's the garage there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm looking at that. I'm looking at this. Looks like a small chimney. That's what I'm saying. I think there is some kind of
Now, it could
living
be.
space
Yeah, it could be. Yeah,
because they got a chimney on that.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, they definitely got a chimney on there.
Yeah.
Got driveways, you got concrete out in front of here, you got
Hmm.
a concrete pad here, another one here. But it's all patterned concrete too, right?
Yeah. That's nice. I mean, if it was something I owned, I would definitely have something similar to that. You know, you don't want all ground covering or grass or whatever.
Hey.
It's just too much.
But see here, there's another garage door there too. So
I look like a large roll-up door, like say something you put on RV. But even that one with 2 glass windows in it, that's a pretty good sized
Well,
door, also.
How much is a new tire?
yeah. Looks
I
like
think
you got
that's a small room off of that. You
yeah.
got a side door, 2 windows, one on the side, one in front, and you got a chimney right there.
And you can see that it drops down quite a bit from this
Yeah.
level.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That it is a split level.
Yeah. They got some other kind of garage here too. So
Probably a shed for the tools and whatever else you want to put in there.
lawnmower and stuff like that, right?
And my wife said that she'd get that for me and my drones.
Yeah.
You got your own little space now.
Yeah, Paul's got quite a little real estate business going. They're calling him all the time.
Yeah.
He is the go-to guy.
Well, yeah. Leanne says that the door's not tall enough for RV, but I mean, it all depends what size you got. I mean, it could be a 5th wheel or a rig. I mean, not a full size RV, but it could be like a 5th wheel trailer could fit in there.
Well, and if it isn't tall enough, you could put a taller door in there and, you know, put an overhang like on top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anything can be modified, right?
Of course. Well, like I said, without us getting, right
Yeah.
there, we don't know how much of a drop that is. We're just assuming maybe a
Yeah.
foot or two. It could be a 3 to 4 foot drop, which would be quite a bit more room to put something larger in the garage.
Tim says, howdy, I'm back.
Hey, welcome back, Tim.
Yeah, you sounded enthusiastic about that.
Yeah. And
Tom was like,
Nanya
yeah.
says he's happy to see Dre. Yeah.
I see. Yeah. I just subscribed. His name didn't seem familiar, so I wouldn't subscribe.
So Tim, I think, would be at work now, right, Paul?
Yeah, he'd be working now.
Yeah.
They're 15 hours ahead of us, so I think 15 now. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Queensland 15, I'm 16.
Yeah, it's what, 8:43 in the morning there?
Yeah, it's 8:43 in Queensland, and I'm an hour more.
How many time zones you guys have in Australia, Dominic?
We've had this discussion before. Generally 3, but
Mhm.
now because there are 2 states that haven't used
Daylight savings.
it becomes 5.
Become 5. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Western Australia. Western Australia is 1. The Northern Territory is another. South Australia is another. Queensland's another, and New South Wales, Victoria, and Tasmania are the other. So
Well, yeah.
5
Well, Is Tasmania actually a part of Australia or is it separate?
Yes, yes. Tasmania is the state of Australia.
Oh, okay. Okay, but New Zealand is separate though.
New Zealand is separate, yes.
Okay.
And they're 2 hours in front of us. And 3 in front of Queensland. Because
Okay.
Queensland doesn't do daylight saving, neither does Western Australia.
What, Tim, did he message you or something? 'Cause he hadn't messaged me at all except for yesterday when he told me to F off.
Ooh,
So there are 6 states and 2 territories. 5 are on the mainland. 1 is Tasmania. 1 is the Australian Capital Territory. And
Now-
the other is the Northern Territory.
Now,
Australian Capital
Tasmania
Territory-
is directly south of the
yeah,
main-
south of where I am in Victoria.
Right. Okay. 'Cause I was thinking that I
You
knew
can get,
New Zealand is kind of like southeast off the mainland.
yeah. Yeah, that's a 4-hour flight, whereas
And like I said,
Tasmania's
I didn't know.
50
I
minutes.
always over years. Like I said, do you actually look at a globe? I thought New Zealand was northeast of you guys, not southeast.
no, it's really southeast.
Yeah.
Well, it's more. It depends on which part of the country you're in.
Well, it's
Because
true.
it's
I'm
more
just
east of
looking
where
at
I
a
am.
globe looking at a global map.
Yeah,
It's southeast of the mainland.
yeah,
that's a big fireplace in behind that wall.
yeah.
Is
That's it.
Gas line coming in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that'd be.
Okay. So,
I'm looking at that line going in, Paul. Now, do they have their own propane tank? Or are they on regular
Gas, yellow.
utilities?
No, that's natural gas, yellow.
Natural gas? Okay, that's nice. I'm not a big fan of propane. That's one of the things you always gotta look at when you live out, kind of away from the regular areas and stuff, that you could be on propane or enough. You gotta have your own well and all that kind of good stuff.
maybe y'all are getting together tomorrow at 4 o'clock in the morning? Jesus.
Who's getting together at 1 o'clock in the morning?
4 o'clock. That's 5 a.m. my time.
Tim and Dennis and Matt, they're probably doing
well then.
another
Not,
sunrise.
not
thing.
another sunrise, is it?
No, it's a ukulele moment.
Oh,
I'm
Matt,
gonna
Well,
say
that's-
I had to get up at
That's
5:15.
Dennis. That's Dennis's thing. He always liked doing his sunrise with his serenades,
Yeah.
with the ukulele.
Yeah, because I got up at 5:15 yesterday to watch his sunrise video
Yeah,
or sunrise stream.
that's his thing.
Matt sounded drugged out.
yeah,
yeah.
he was in love with that drone by the end of it, though.
Hmm.
I have a feeling he's gonna be making a big purchase here pretty soon.
What drone was that, Justin?
Mavic 3, Dennis let him fly his Mavic 3 around.
Oh,
He got to burn
Yeah,
like,
one
I think, he
flew
burned
and
like, what,
one,
2 batteries?
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah. Yeah, they stayed for 2 whole batteries, flying around. Matt flew the whole time while Dennis monitored the chat and played his ukulele. And he was in his finest,
Mm.
sweatpants too. Man, I feel cold for some reason. It says it's 71 here, but I don't know, it feels cold. in
Yeah,
here.
I got about the same.
Maybe it's just cuz I was hoping that hurricane was gonna push some of this warmer weather out. But it looks like it's gonna be back up in the 80s tomorrow, from what it said. I don't know, we'll see.
What are you two doing? You're wrestling around here.
Was Matt caressing the drone? I have no idea what he was doing with that drone.
Yeah, we're gonna have some perfect flying weather for next week. Gonna be around the high 60s, mid 70s, clear skies. I think we might have a slight wind event early next week, but like I said, I wish this controller would charge up. I like to get out and fly a little bit today before I go home.
Watch, Dennis is gonna be ask Matt, did you pack my Mavic 3 back in the suitcase? Oh yeah.
No, oh yeah, sure, mate, no problem.
Yeah, as soon as he
Yeah.
has, he's shuffling them off to the internet, kicking them
Yeah,
out, or I mean off to the airport.
yeah. Dennis get home and says, "Where?" I call him, "Matt, hey, which bag you put it in?" Oh, matter of fact, I forgot.
Yeah.
I put it in there, I swear. It was in there. They must have took it in security.
Oh man.
Oh. Yeah, because what Matt has 2 more days with Dennis. Takes him back
Mhm.
Sunday, right?
Yeah. When'd you go back?
I think Sunday.
Did Dennis didn't bring his wife, did he?
No,
Not
he
as far as
he
I
came
know.
by himself.
Yeah.
That was probably because he was staying with Matt, and
Mm,
not to mention it's fucking expensive flying over there.
Oh,
I mean, for
Mm.
2 people to go over there and back, you're looking at least $45 to $5,000, 4,500 to 5,000.
sometimes you can get lucky.
Yeah, I mean, even, like usually when you look up plane tickets pretty far in advance, you can get them a little cheaper. Ron was looking up tickets. He couldn't find nothing. I think less than $2,200 was the cheapest he could find. But for some reason, it's cheap for you guys to fly this way, but going back, if you want to fly from the US to Australia, it's like outrageous.
Hmm.
That's why Matt was actually saying, at one point he said that he was going to it'd probably be better if he flew into the US to meet everybody.
Nunya, thanks for keeping an eye on me.
Mm. And on that bombshell, I must depart.
Okay, Dominic, thanks for coming in.
No
I'll see you
worries.
later, Dom.
Yeah, bye-bye.
So Dre, did you see all those people walking around in that nice looking water this morning?
No, I didn't. I was watching news clips, but all they're talking about is the elections in Arizona and Nevada, and don't have no new updates to tell me.
Oh, how many seats are still undecided? There was 4 last
Well,
time
I
heard.
mean, I think what they're doing now is that everybody's being extra careful with the count, because I mean, usually by now you'll hear different, pundits saying, "Oh, we're going to predict so and so won this and so won that," or whatever.
Yeah,
But
and then
now they're being
sometimes they're wrong.
extra careful. Almost the last day to the last ballot is counted before anybody calls anything out.
Mhm.
Because I mean, you're talking about, I think that last I heard was like 600,000 votes are left to be counted in Arizona. There's just several different thousand left in Georgia. I think there's something like close to around 500,000 left in Nevada and everything.
Oh,
And
those
there's
were
a
all
bunch
this-
of House seats that are out here in the West that are still on the fence. Either
Those were
way,
all
so
this-
everybody's being
those-
extra careful this time
Yeah,
around.
weren't those were all the states that were pretty much in the hot seat during the whole Trump thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Everybody's being extra careful. They're not calling nothing that's even. And I think that one race in Arizona, the guy's got almost a 8-point lead, and I'm like, if that guy makes up an 8-point lead on mail-in ballots, that's a hell of a mail-in
Mhm.
to make up that much. So
That's why I said, I think they need, unless you're military or military family, I don't even think they should do that. You should just have to come in person.
Well,
there-
the
you
problem
don't
is
know-
though, that even the equipment now, they can be hacked.
Yeah, well, I'm saying some states that don't require necessarily Cause there are some, I think, that don't require ID, right, to drop them off?
Well,
Couldn't
I
you
mean,
ju-
there's always, most states have something to at least, like when I go vote, they'll ask me what my name is, and they'll look on the sheet they have in front of them, and they'll look at my name on the sheet.
Oh,
No.
okay,
Long as who I tell them who I am, and that name appears on the sheet, I'm in the right voting precinct at least. They
right,
don't require me to show ID, even though I do show ID anyway.
right.
But it's not required. But there is some kind of sheet now. But like I said before, if you want more participation from the public, you got to make the voting access easier. Because I know, like where I live at, voter apathy is very high. We're talking about, like, we had a mayoral race, okay? I'm in a
Right.
city of 220,000 people, and somebody just won the mayor with less than 20,000 votes.
Only like a quarter of the population
Yeah,
actually
not even
voted?
a quarter, dude. We're talking about maybe a 16th
Oh,
of the
wow,
population.
that's crazy.
And everybody wants to jump on social media and complain what's going on. I said, well, did you vote? Did your neighbors vote? Did everybody in your family vote? Because when you have less than 20,000 people deciding your leadership out of 220,000 people, that's
Yeah,
part of the
that's,
problem right there.
yeah,
And
that's,
I don't care
that's
where
a
you live
huge,
at, what country. I say, that's part of your problem. When the people don't take the time to cast their ballots, that's the start of the problem. That's how people can manipulate the system, no matter what side of the fence that you're on. All they gotta do is kowtow to whoever does go out and vote, and they're in. There is no real choice made.
yeah, like I could understand if like 200,000 voted and there was like a 20,000, that didn't, that would make more sense, but
Yeah.
damn, that's nothing.
Well, I mean, to be in the ballpark, you need at least, I would say, in a realistic world, I would say 60 to 80,000 should have voted out
Right.
of 200,000 plus registered voters. That gives you a good cross the section board of people who came out and voted and stuff.
Wow.
When you got less than 20,000, man, that's only about one section of the city. That's about it. And that's what's sad. And that's what caused all the problems I know here in America causes a lot of problems, because now you have the majority of people getting fed only a certain limited amount of information. And most of the time they all go get their information on whatever side of the fence they're already on.
Right.
So people don't go out and get information from different sources. They stick to that one source that they already feel, and they keep getting fed the same information.
Yeah, that's true. People
That's why I
listen,
tell folks, I say, always try to cross-reference, stuff when you get it. Don't always stay with just one side, because that's the side that you normally deal with. Go somewhere else and verify. Get a cross-section or something.
Well,
Basically,
that's
all I'm
why
saying is be informed.
that's why we were talking about, that could be the one danger of, those deep fake videos that are coming
Yeah,
out now.
and
Once
that's
it's
what I'm saying.
really
That
easy,
is one of the dangers. And we
Right.
talk about a lot of these third world countries where literacy is the issue, where most of the people in a lot of these third world countries don't read or write. All they go by is what they're told.
Mhm.
So when that, so I say, so when somebody comes through and tell you certain things and that you have no way to yourself to verify, you go by what you've been told. And that's why you get people who get radicalized and everything else, because they feed off just what they've been told. They don't do their own research. And that's why you have extremism in certain parts of the world, in the Middle East and other places, because the majority of people who live there are illiterate.
What's your question, Bill? He said he has a question in the chat. And Nunya said, Dre reminds me of Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yeah, he is a smart dude. He's the physicist.
Yeah,
He's an
I'm nowhere
astrophysicist.
near his league, dude.
I actually have watched a lot of his interviews and stuff. I like listening to him. He's really smart.
I like his interviews too, because he is, for what he is very approachable.
Right.
He doesn't talk over people, which he easily probably can do. He makes scientific stuff, breaks it down to the everyday guy you know.
Right, it doesn't make you
level.
feel stupid, yeah.
Right. Now, so I'm
Yeah.
sure he can talk about quantum physics and stuff like that using, you know, seven syllable words. And I'd be like, what? Where? I don't have a clue.
Yeah,
You know, but he always breaks it down to where an everyday man can understand what he's talking about. And that's very important when people who are at his position can do that.
well, I mean, cause you know, when you got those people at that are that smart in those type of positions, when they tell you the world is round, you really have no way of knowing yourself but having to believe what they tell you, because they're the ones out there studying that type of science. You
Right.
know, they're studying the universe, so you got to go by the information that they get and
Yeah,
they put out there.
there are certain things that we have to take on faith, and but
Right.
there's just so much of everyday stuff that, you know, I can say, you know, when I first bought my home about 30 years ago, I made sure I had a second phone line back then so I can get the internet put in the house, and got a second computer for the kids when they were young, because I knew from coming out of the military, information was key. You know, you couldn't rely upon the local library to be your only resource, because most of your libraries had limited budgets. So whatever they had on the shelves is very limited. So I wanted to make sure my kids had an opportunity to be able to research beyond what was in the local library.
Did you guys see David asked if anyone did the update, any issues? What update, David?
I'm assuming,
On what drone?
Yeah.
unless DJI just kind of put a mass update out on
Yeah,
all
because
of
like I
them.
said, I did an update on my Enterprise Advanced, but I'm sure it's not the same update that might have came out for a Mavic 3 or for a Mini 3, because they don't even use the same software.
Shut up, Tim.
Tim just slapped Justin.
Oh, Bill's talking you up there in the chat, Dre.
Yeah, I see. I'm looking at Tim, Justin. You can talk about gaming, but never ask him about a webcam. Even though I don't train.
Bill said he thought DJI had an update, but I don't. They had an update on some, like I know the 3 had an update, and I think the Air 2S had an update.
Well, do they put them all out on they don't release like one for every drone all on the same day, do they?
I don't think
never
so, but
noticed
it just so happens that I got 2 or 3 updates within the last week to 10 days, and they were just minor ones. You know, when you do the update, it's just like boom, done. You know.
Right. Yeah. That's why I'm interested to find out what this one I had to do today is all about, because like I said, it drained my controller down to one bar, and I don't even know what it is. Excuse me, Jim, I got a phone call.
Okay.
Nunya said, I just unboxed and flew, no update yet.
Well,
Got
Nunya, how did it go with he just got the
Mini 3.
Mini 3 Pro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got so excited, he didn't even update anything. Tell me you at least did the compass calibration and all that first.
That was one of the bosses above me told me I can go home.
Did you tell him I'll go home when I feel like it?
No, well, yeah, I usually do. I say, okay, I appreciate it, and I'll sit here and chat with you guys for another I go home in about 55 minutes anyway. So I'm like, I'm on free time.
Yeah.
Well,
It
you're,
ain't no
you'd
different, 'cause
be
by the time I get home, you guys will be off.
On your position, you'd be salary anyway, right?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
I don't clock in or clock out. It's all salary. Matter of fact, I fill out my own sheet.
Oh, so they still do monitor your hours though?
No, I turn everything, and only one person above me signs it.
Oh, you just do it for your own,
Yeah.
just records?
Yeah, that's all it is.
Just in case they try to say, well, where you been at the last 2 weeks? You weren't at work.
Justin, when I was sick a couple weeks ago, I think it was like 4 days before anybody noticed I was out, dude.
Jesus.
And that's only because I sent the email out saying I was sick.
Oh my God.
Bill said he's got a job to do tomorrow, and I do not have time to test a update, so I will not update till I get back if there is one.
Oh,
Yeah, but did he ever say what drone he was using?
I don't, Paul, do you know what?
And Bill has the
yeah.
Mini 3,
I think.
Mini
Oh,
three.
okay.
and that's
Yeah.
the
Like I
only,
said, all right, so if all possible, do your updates on your home Wi-Fi.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that way it just zips through and stuff most of the time. And you sit there and take the props off your bird and sit
The
there and
only
go through
thing
all the
I
functions.
will tell you is the one update I did with the Mini 3, was it like a week ago or so, Paul, that I was having an issue that
Yeah.
it reset the damn
Oh, the second.
controller, so I
Yeah.
couldn't figure out how to switch it back to video from photo.
Yeah.
And, oh, yeah, yeah.
yeah, Bill only has the Mini 3 because he sold all his drones right before he met up with Brent Ariels, like I want to say 3-4 months ago.
Oh, okay.
Because what sucked is when Brett came to meet him, he was still waiting on his drone to get there, so he didn't even have anything to fly while Brett was there.
And that when what's his name crashed his old Phantom.
I don't know.
Well,
You can ask
Jim,
Bill. I'm not sure.
I think Jim. They all met. Jim crashed his Phantom that
Yeah,
day. I
I'm
remember him
not
saying
too
he
sure.
met with Brent Ariels and somebody else, and that's the day he crashed his Phantom.
And then Brett also had his freaking drone stolen out of one of his cars.
Yeah, Brett did. Yeah,
Yeah,
had his
it was his laptop, I think, and his drone.
yeah. That sucks.
Yeah, you would think that he would have been able to track his laptop and his. You think somebody would have turned one of them on by now?
Yeah.
I mean, my thing is, you got guy barely turns it on or runs right down to the pawn shop and gets a little money for it and skips on down the road.
Thank you, Halloween. Thank you, Halloween.
Was it empty now?
You know, have you heard about that new thing, Dre, with the iPhones and the Samsungs? There's a big theft ring going on around the United States right now at like festivals and stuff with pickpocketers. Well, when the phones finally get turned back on and these people are tracking their phones, they're coming up on the same block in a town in China.
Yeah, I found out they did a big bust here in LA on that deal, and the police tracked. I guess the owners tracked the phone themselves, then called the police, and when they went to go raid the house, they found over like 1,300 phones.
Right, and
Yeah.
that's probably because they forgot to turn one fucking phone off.
Yeah, I guess they
'Cause-
either didn't turn it off or turned it on, and the
Right.
guys who owned the phone tracked it there and called the police, and they went in to raid the place. They found over 1,300 phones that people had reported stolen or whatever else. And these guys, like I say, part of like almost like that what's the Cadillac converter ring that they did about a week or two ago, nationwide bust.
Yeah, and then that's where the street too, what's makes it so much more plausible too is the street that it's being sent to in China.
Mhm.
They'll turn the phones on there because they don't give a crap once it's there. They don't
Right.
have to fear no repercussion.
Mhm.
So what they're doing is it's actually one of the biggest shopping centers for being able to get your own custom phones made. And so they
Oh.
strip everything out of them. And there's a
Right.
bunch of YouTubers that have gone to this street in China and have had custom iPhones and Samsungs made for them.
Hmm.
And you can get them built right there, and it takes a matter of 20-30 minutes for them to build you a phone.
Wow, that's crazy.
But that's what's happening is there's people are pickpocketing people, then they're shutting the phones off and they're shipping them to China. When they get to China, they turn them on, and then these people see that they're being pinged all the way in China. But by that time, it's too late. I mean, there ain't nothing you can do at that point. Yeah, there's a whole news story on it though. I was watching about a week or two ago. That storm is still over us. Hasn't been a single break in the clouds all day today.
Weatherman Paul hasn't been bringing up the weather.
Yeah, what's going on here?
It says it's 71 here right now, but damn, it doesn't feel like it. It's like it's 65, 60 outside.
Okay, let me go to Google Chrome.
Cause there's a nice, cool, about 5-10 mile an hour breeze right now.
Oh, of course, the dog wants in now. 59 degrees here right now, Paul.
Is it? Yeah, it's 64 here.
How much longer you got before you're shipless for a month or two?
Oh, they go until like the middle of January.
And then they'll shut the locks down.
Then
for
they shut the
maintenance?
locks down until about the 1st of April or so. But
you don't really-
there's still some ships because you can come up all the way from the Welland Canal, all the way up and around back down Lake Michigan to Chicago and down to Indiana and that kind of stuff. So
Right,
there's
they leave ships on both sides of it as it's being maintenance.
yeah.
Well, it looks like Tallahassee's getting it right now. Panama City Beach. Yeah.
Hey, Paul, I'm going ahead and bounce out. And you
Okay,
guys have a
Dre.
great weekend and happy Veterans Day for all the veterans that are out there.
Yeah, tomorrow's the big day. Eh?
I always say every day is Veterans Day.
Yeah.
We ain't taking no days off. On call all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, baby. It went inland, didn't it?
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, it's still over top of us. I mean, we haven't had a break in the clouds all day today.
Yeah. Well, you're still getting wrap around, eh?
Yeah. Cause there's
Wow.
still a good, I would say 5 to maybe 15 mile an hour gusts.
Yeah, like there's Winter Haven, so you're still in the rain bands. And I think that's all still coming up yet, eh?
Is it going over into the Gulf or is it going straight up?
No, it's look all right there. Like it's the center is almost over Panama City, Tallahassee right now up here.
And it's still headed a little bit northwest.
This one, yeah.
See, watch it move.
Yeah, like you here. Yeah, like it's still going. It's almost like spinning around right there. But you're getting a lot of those other bands going way up, South Carolina and stuff. I know they're
Like it's headed for Alabama.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys might get some of the after effects of that.
Well, they say we are here now, so that could see the well, actually, if you go to here, there's a front here and another one here. Then they're going to collide and they're going to go straight up through here, so up
See,
right up through the Great Lakes. So
If we would have ended up getting a cold front from you guys at some point this past week, it would have killed that storm.
yeah,
It would have pushed it and it wouldn't have ramped up.
push it offshore. Yeah.
But it's still hot down here, so it's got the water still warm enough.
Well, the funny thing is that we're 59 degrees here, but let me see. Was it tomorrow that gets cold? No,
Yeah.
Friday. It's gonna be 50.
Justin, any reports of tornadoes down there at all?
Not in my area, no, my area was relatively okay.
Well, they figure North
Coastline.
Carolina get a lot of them. But see, if you go right here, look at this. Tomorrow, 59 degrees. Saturday drops down to 43, 37, 37, 39. So look at this. A lot of it's around freezing.
All in the 30s, yep.
Yep. You know, look at this at night, 28 degrees, 27, 28.
Time to hunker down in the house, Murray.
Every night's gonna be below freezing.
Yeah, I don't think Murray's gonna be going out much.
Nope.
He'll be out there shaking with the controller.
Oh, it's not, honestly, you really can't enjoy yourself when it's that cold out.
Yeah.
It's like you get there, you get what you gotta get done and get the hell out of there.
Well, when I fly the little Nano Plus, I've got the tablet mounted above it, out in the cold. And last time I flew it, it was coming back and it says cold warning. Cold warning, land soon.
Yeah.
Well, cool weather is better for electronics, but not when it's that cold.
Cold, yeah.
Okay, what's okay? I think on the jump drive. H. What's on H?
Lars wants to know if you have any real estate videos.
Oh, that's right. Okay, what?
Real estate video.
No, I never did any video.
See,
You know what?
Paul just shoots pictures. I shoot video and pull the pictures.
Yeah, I just do the picture. I'd time to do video if they want, but no, most 95% of the time, no, it's just photos, right? So
Well, especially when you were in that real busy time, like 8 months ago,
yeah.
6 months ago.
Yeah.
They didn't even have time to put your pictures up.
Oh, shoot,
Fast
yeah.
as those things were
selling,
selling.
right? Yeah.
Has it slowed down a little bit? Have you noticed, Paul?
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it might be picking up a little bit again. But see, the problem is you're coming up to the Christmas season, so by the time to get the paper signed, get the sign put up, you're like a month away from Christmas. You don't really want people going through your house when you got Christmas stuff
Yeah,
up and
that's true.
everything all over. So
Well, usually
is
people
true.
are into making big purchases around that time of year because they're busy doing family stuff and all that.
oh yeah, yeah.
Especially here in the US, from November to the beginning of January, there's a lot of holidays. And Thanksgiving's coming up at the end of the month.
Speaking of Christmas,
Hey,
there's my living room.
yeah. You gotta be fucking shot.
I leave it up year round.
Yeah.
Where's your Santa that yells at the kids out there?
Oh, I haven't put it up yet. He stands right here.
Yeah, I
Oh, yeah.
remember him last year going off every 2 seconds. You could hear him
Yeah.
in the back around on Paul's live stream going off.
Hmm.
That thing was sensitive too, man. It was catching everything. All right, I gotta jump off. I got a phone call I gotta take.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah,
We're
see you guys
probably
later.
gonna be shutting her down pretty soon anyway, right, Paul?
Yeah, I'm going for coffee, but he went out hunting. He said he won't be home till almost 7 o'clock. So I'm not jumping right out. So
But it is dark out there.
yeah.
There's the driveway. Look at all the peanuts waiting.
Yeah, yeah.
Peanuts on the deck. I need to go probably pick those up and put them back in the container before it attracts the damn skunks again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'll do after we shut down.
Yeah.
Go out there and pick some of them peanuts up.
Well, it's dark there now, Paul.
Well, yeah, but there's the night lights on out there.
Oh. Paul ain't just getting laid? No, he ain't. Sorry about your luck there, JDS. I wish. What is that? I forget now. It's been a while. Oh no, maybe I got laid last night when I laid down in bed, right? By myself. Yeah. Yeah, you're just jealous, JD, that's all. Yeah, just editing picture. Well, I'm done editing, but they're just being transferred right now to a jump drive, and I'll go up and drop it off the office in the morning or whatever. Hope to get back to me. I think for their website, they needed a certain size, but yeah, they hadn't got back to me. I have to redo it tomorrow. You got to save them down to 120 by whatever or 76. I forget what the hell it was now. This many fucking year ago. I don't know. I might even be able to go back on I think. I don't know how far back I'd have to go to.
Kelly.
Yeah. I could almost have to go back a year to find it, I think. I should write it down someplace. I guess Wayne went hunting tonight, I guess, so.
Oh, did he?
Didn't say anything about getting a deer, so he would have told me right away if he did, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just looking here, I got that sign in my shed here, I'm looking at today. The for release sign at 460 Wellington Street, I took it down. It was October 25th last year.
Oh, really?
For a year. Like, really? Back a year, but. Oh, here we are. Can I get picture down just download it to a jump ready mode? There we go. Yeah, lots. Did Arlene send you the criteria for sizing? Yeah. Okay.
Now, Goma Compass is up bound, Paul.
Is that?
Yeah.
Well, you got some weather coming. You want to get out as much as you can, Paul.
And I have
Okay. That other stuff comes right to the.
Wicked.
You call for 100% rain, right?
Yeah.
No.
The BBC is out by Croswell headed downbound. And the Algoma Compass is probably about a half hour out.
Yeah.
If it's, let me see where it's headed. For Goderich.
No, I don't see it on the phone. Certain size they gotta have for the website. So Kelly says she just posted 2 videos on YouTube of the buggy we got to have some fun. Was getting a test run yesterday before we take it up to the bush. I mean, I thought I'd be quite surprised to see her in a buggy the way her, neck is and everything else. I didn't think she'd be able to do that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, that was today too, wasn't it?
Yep.
The Edmund Fitzgerald. Yeah.
Yep. Big storm.
When's it November? What is it? How many years now? Is it 100 years now? Or
Oh,
what? I don't get that
I
many.
think it was like 30 years ago.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Wasn't it 90, 97 or 98, I think?
Mm. What you want, shit? No, you're not coming up. Lynn said she joined Kelly's photos and videos of Australia. Well, look at that. Lynn says 47 years ago, Paul.
1975, yeah.
Uh,
Time flies.
I was going through my cover. I think I had a couple of cans of soup in there. I had 1975 on them. I think they're just kidding. They had 2018, 2021. I went, uh-oh. Homer, you'll try to stop chasing the women, bro. You'll be a lord like me if you do not stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be like that song from Boney M there, Rasputin. They shot him until he was dead for being that way.
Yeah.
But okay, Paul. Yeah, it's gone quiet. So
Yeah. I think we'll shut her down.
yeah. So nothing. Paul doesn't chase anything.
Okay, everyone. Thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again in the morning, right, Paul?
Yep. Yeah, we'll be here in the morning. I don't know how long, but I will be here in the morning.
Okay, we'll see
I'm
y'all.
gonna have a
then.
coffee before I go for start yanking things out. So
Take care, everybody.
yep.
We'll see ya.
See you guys.